Hey guys, Carmen here. We have the Level 10 GT from Thermaltake. We're just going to do a quick unboxing video just to give you a rundown of what's in there and what comes with it. So I'll just very quickly undo this for you. It's an absolutely huge box. Be warned. Now we can see here that it's got a cloth cover over it as well as a foam cover, which at some points is actually, I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but that's actually quite thick away from the sides of the box, which is nice. Alright, so it's got the nice cover with the name, logo and everything on it. So let's have a look underneath. Stuck on the front. And there we go. One Level 10. Let's do a quick walk around. So we've got front drive bays and the hard drive cages. The IO's in the same place as on the original Level 10. The modular design is similar, only it's not as broken up as it was on the other Level 10. It still has the locking system and everything that the original had. So we've got ports for water cooling on the back, which is nice, and what looks like enough room up the top here to mount a 2x120 or something, maybe, if you feel that way. And on the back panel, again, much the same as the original. So let's quickly pop you down for a second and open it up. However we do that. Right, there's your back panel. Quite stiff, it doesn't actually warp a lot, which is nice. It's got, I don't know if you can see that on there, but it's got some quite heavy rolled edges on it, which is also good. We need to take this key off. There we go. No, that's neat. Alright, I'll pay that. Key works. There's another one on the front, apparently. Alright, there you go. The key slot on the front actually controls these hard drive cages, which, if, I don't know if you can see, there's a flap there, so if you push that in, push the button on the front there, it actually pulls out, which is quite nifty. Aside from that, what else have we got on the outside? The dust filter there. Plastic crap on the window there, that can go. More protective junk on here. Fan controller, USB 3 and a SATA on the top, which is sort of nice. What else have we got? Everything else is pretty standard, really. Although with the, let's have a pop around the back here. With that off, you can actually see they include all the SATA powers on a daisy chain, which is buried under here, which is nice. Normally you don't get them, they might give you one if you're lucky. There is, it's not heaps. Let's just grab a ruler and have a look. Because there's about, how much have we got there? Hard to tell actually. Maybe 20, maybe 20 to 25 mil behind for running cables and stuff. That's not too bad. I've seen worse. Okay, continuing on, we will get into the inside now. So there's a latch to unlock it and a small button just here next to this thing, and you push that and it opens up on a door as such. It does have reasonably solid hinges. They're not super thick, but they're quite adequate, I think. So the inside, the hard drive bays are all meshed, which is nice to allow the air to get through from the front fan. 525 bays are much the same. You can see that it's not an entirely modular system like the original was. Now let's have a look what we get. Let's see what goodies they give us. So we've got fan headers, 2 USB 3s, still waiting for motherboard headers for those. Eventually they'll get there, I guess. Let's just pop this off and see what's underneath. Okay, so there we've got a Molex power that goes up to the fan controller. We then have the front IOs, a USB header, USB 2, another USB 2, front audio, which you shouldn't be using anyway, the eSATA cable, and that's it. Lovely. They do have these interesting ducts on the door fan, I noticed, and a little contact plate for powering it when the door's closed as opposed to open. I think in this build this stuff's going to go because I'm going to have a graphics card there, I think. So that's going to be an interesting feat. What else have we got in here? All dust filters along the bottom, which is nice. Fairly standard rear fan, nothing special. Looks to be a 140, that's okay. I remember reading that the top, front and side fans are all colour changing. They actually do, I think, red, blue and green. Or you can have them mixed between all three if you like. Not that it's anything particularly exciting. Most people tend to do it with one colour and one colour only. Not 100% sure about this strip. Not sure if it lights up or not. We will test that out very shortly. I'll quickly grab a power supply and dump in there and we can fire up all the fans and see how it goes. Okay, so we'll quickly run through the accessories supplied. There's a fairly large assortment of screws, all black anodized, which is nice, as well as a couple of cable routing straps, not that you'd probably use them. There looks to be an extension for the EPS 8-pin, which is nice because a lot of the time in a case this size you're not going to be able to fit a cord from bottom all the way up to the top. Certificate of authenticity, which is a nice little touch, I guess. And the little headphone holder, which clips onto the side of the case to give you somewhere to hang up your headphones, which is good for LANs and stuff, I guess. It's a shame they didn't put a way to lock any of the ports or anything, the same as the Bitfenix does, so that you could, stop people pinching your headset at LAN. Another thing I noticed on the interior, just quickly, up the top here is actually a grommeted hole for the EPS 8-pin and stuff, which is nice because most cases don't have that. There's only very few that do actually. Quite often you have to tuck them around elsewhere, which is ugly. Also, just quickly, if I can get this out, they actually do support the 2.5-inch SSDs as well, which means you could have 5 of those in there and have a nice little RAID 0 going, get some awesome speeds out of it. Anyway, that will do for the time being. Also should add, door actually does come off. It's a little bit, they're a bit stiff, but it does actually lift off the pins, so you can actually take it off and do whatever you want. This is going to be cut open later. We will get to that in a later video. Apart from that, I will leave you with that and a last little walk around of the case, so you can have another quick look. We'll do a full written review probably within about a week or so, once I get a couple of other things out of the way here. That will do us for now. See you next time.